Welcome back to Gearhead Garage, where we dive deep into the newest rides hitting the market and break down everything you need to know before you buy. Today, we're talking about a truck that has been stirring up plenty of attention in the compact pickup scene, the 2026 Chevy Montana. Chevy has finally given us a small pickup that blends modern style, everyday usability, and just enough muscle to handle real work without going overboard. If you've been curious whether this truck can live up to the hype, stick around, because we're going to cover every detail from the way it looks, to how it feels inside, how it drives, what it costs, and of course, whether it deserves a spot in your driveway. Exterior first impressions matter, and the Montana makes a bold one from the front. Chevy has clearly borrowed design cues from its larger siblings like the Silverado and Colorado but scaled them down into a sleeker, more approachable package. The grille is wide and assertive, with a strong horizontal bar carrying the Chevy body front and center. Flanking it are slim LED headlights that stretch slightly into the fenders, giving it a modern, high-tech appearance. Daytime running lights are integrated in a sharp C shape that adds aggression, while the bumper itself is sculpted with subtle aerodynamic lines. Depending on the trim, you'll find blacked out accents for a sportier look or chrome touches if you prefer something more premium. It's not trying too hard to look like a massive truck, but it commands attention without overdoing it. Swinging over to the side, the Montana shows off proportions that feel balanced and athletic. It's shorter and narrower than the Colorado, which makes it far more maneuverable for urban driving, but Chevy has still given it a muscular profile. A high beltline and squared-off wheel arches provide the tough, truck-like stance buyers expect. Body creases run along the doors in a way that catches light beautifully, and alloy wheels range from practical 16-inch setups to larger, more stylish 18-inch options. What's impressive is that even on base trims, Chevy hasn't stripped it down to look bare bones. Roof rails are available, the mirrors are nicely integrated with turn signals, and the bed sidewalls are sculpted rather than flat, adding visual interest. The Montana feels youthful and modern, which is exactly what it needs to compete in this segment. Now, at the back, Chevy keeps things clean and functional but still stylish. The taillights are slim LED units with a vertical orientation, framing a tailgate that proudly carries the Chevrolet name stamped across it. On higher trims, you even get a two-tone effect with contrasting bumper finishes that elevate the look. The rear bumper integrates practical step cutouts, which is a clever feature borrowed from larger Chevy trucks, making it easier to hop in and out of the bed. The bed itself is versatile for its size, offering smart tie-down points and a protective liner in most trims. Chevy knows buyers in this segment want capability but also convenience, and the Montana delivers with a tailgate that feels solid and easy to use. Whether you're loading up for a weekend getaway or hauling gear for work, it's sized just right for lighter-duty tasks without being overwhelming. Interior. Stepping inside, the Montana proves that compact trucks no longer mean cheap interiors. Chevy has leaned heavily on design influences from its newer crossovers, giving the cabin a modern, almost SUV-like atmosphere. Right away, you'll notice the digital instrument cluster paired with a crisp touchscreen infotainment system, ranging from 7 inches on the base trim to 10 inches on higher trims. The software is intuitive, offering wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, with available navigation and premium audio for those who want a more connected experience. The dashboard has a layered design, mixing soft touch materials with durable plastics that feel built to last. On higher trims, you'll find contrasting stitching, ambient lighting, and even leather upholstery. Seating comfort is better than you'd expect for a truck in this category. The front seats are supportive with decent bolstering, making long drives easier on the body. In the rear, space is respectable for a compact truck, though taller passengers will find it cozier than roomy. Chevy has clearly prioritized making the back row practical, with clever storage cubbies and foldable seatbacks that expand cargo options inside the cabin. Tech features like multiple USB-C ports, wireless charging, and available heated seats ensure the Montana doesn't feel stripped down, even in its more affordable trims. It's a cabin designed not just for work, but for lifestyle buyers who want a truck that doubles as a daily commuter. Performance is where the Montana takes a different approach compared to full-size trucks. Rather than offering big V6 or V8 engines, it focuses on efficiency and everyday usability. The standard setup is a 1.2-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine producing around 137 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 6-speed automatic. For those wanting a bit more punch, Chevy offers a 1.3-liter turbo 4-cylinder with roughly 175 horsepower and over 180 pound-feet of torque, connected to a smoother 8-speed automatic transmission. These engines may sound modest, but they provide plenty of power for city driving, light hauling, and weekend adventures. Fuel economy is one of the Montana's biggest strengths, with numbers hovering in the high 20s for city driving and low 30s on the highway, depending on the engine and drivetrain. Front-wheel drive is standard, but Chevy also offers an all-wheel drive system for those who need more traction in tough weather or on unpaved roads. Handling is surprisingly car-like, thanks to its unibody construction, which makes it drive more like a crossover than a body-on-frame pickup. That means smoother rides, easier maneuvering, and less fatigue behind the wheel. While it won't be pulling massive trailers, the Montana can tow around 3,500 pounds and carry a payload close to 1,200 pounds, which is right in line with competitors in this compact truck class. When it comes to pricing, Chevy has positioned the Montana smartly to attract budget-conscious buyers while still offering a variety of trims to suit different needs. The base model is expected to start just under $25,000. Making it accessible to those who might otherwise shop for a crossover or a smaller SUV. Mid-level trims, offering more tech and comfort, hover around the $28,000 to $30,000 range, while fully loaded versions with all-wheel drive and premium features push closer to $34,000. That puts it squarely in competition with rivals like the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz, while giving Chevy fans an alternative that feels familiar yet fresh. At the end of the day, the 2026 Chevy Montana isn't trying to be the biggest or baddest truck on the market. Instead, it carves out a space for drivers who want the practicality of a pickup without the bulk and expense of a full-size. It's stylish, comfortable, efficient, and capable enough for everyday tasks, making it a smart choice for city dwellers, young families, or anyone who simply wants a truck that's easy to live with. Chevy has managed to strike a balance between utility and lifestyle appeal, and the Montana could easily become a go-to option in this fast-growing compact truck segment. That wraps up our in-depth look at the 2026 Chevy Montana. What do you think of this new small pickup, and does it strike the right balance for you? Or would you still lean toward a larger truck? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Gearhead Garage for more deep dives into the latest cars and trucks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.